All right, ladies and gentlemen, so happy Monday, January 4th, 2021. For today, we will read and connect to prior knowledge, and we'll be thinking about basically what we've been through over the break and in the first semester. That's going to be important for us because reflecting on what you did right and what you did wrong is the best way to learn from mistakes and continue to grow as a person. So my goal for us today and for every day is to do the work now. Yes, you could put it off. Yes, you could do it later. Yes, you could do it tomorrow. Yes, you could do it the last week of the 9 weeks. But do you really want to do that to yourself? Is that really going to make anything better? A number of people didn't pass. A number of people barely squeaked by with a 70, 71 when they know they could have made A's and B's. And the best habit you can get is do the work now in every class, not just Carvajal's class. So I will read, imagine, and listen to form my opinion using inferencing riddle skills and write my answer. And we're really actually not going to do much to read today. It's more about thinking and writing. And our close, well, what was good about the first semester? Even if you barely squeaked by, even if you didn't pass, what was good about it? So for those of us that didn't do very well in this class or in any class, the way to make mistakes good is to learn from them. Okay, I fell behind. I had to do all this makeup catch-up work. I stayed up for 22 hours straight so that I could pass this class in chemistry or whatever. So what was good about the first semester? I learned that I'm better off getting to work and doing the work now. I learned that I'm smarter than I think I am. I learned, what did you learn? And if you learn something about a bad situation, or if you learn something from a bad situation, then I say it becomes good. Even if you fail the first semester, if you can think of a good lesson that you learned from the mistakes that you made, they become good mistakes. They become good lessons. So keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be the book of what we're doing. And it also is a graded assignment. So this is our first day back. We're gonna get a grade right away. And honestly, I'm going to be doing this on purpose. We only have to give you 2 grades a week. So at the end of 3 weeks, at the grade check, you should have 6 grades. But I'm going to pack the weeks. I'm going to probably give us more like 3 grades the first 2 weeks. And then we'll just do cool stuff to read. We'll be working on writing, and it'll be good. So then you can, not have to worry about it towards the end of the 3-week grade check. And before we do anything else, it is time for positive affirmations. If you don't like positive affirmations, good, suffer. They work. They make you stronger. You don't have to unmute yourself. You don't have to say them out loud. But I hope you're at least reading along with me because they do affect our thinking. All right, here we go. What are you? I am smart, confident, and successful. Yes, you are, and so am I. How do I feel about getting work done? I love getting work done. Yes, me too. And for a lot of us, even those of us that fought at the end of the semester to pass, it felt good to get it done. We think about having that good feeling every day instead of at the end. And how do I feel about schoolwork? The harder I work, the smarter I become. And it's true, ladies and gentlemen, we focus on too much, I'm not good at it. Well, very few of us are good at something when we first start. Very few of us are good writers or good readers. We have to work at it. And if you work at it, you're going to get better. Okay, so if we go into Schoology, and here is our work today. Once again, it is a graded assignment. And 2 questions that I want you to answer. What was good about the first semester? What was good about it? For those of us that make good grades and always make good grades, hey, I learned a lot about poetry. I learned a lot about integrity and doing what's right. And of course, for those of us that didn't make good grades, you could say the same thing, right? I learned that if I get the work done, it gets easier and my grades are higher. So that makes a difference. So the first one, what was good about the first semester? If the semester did not go well, what can your mistakes teach you? What can you learn so you have a different second semester than you had first semester? And then, this is fun, go back and look at your posted career. Is it still a good career choice for you? Explain why or why not. So for those of us that were here from the start, all the way back to like the second day of school, I think, you can click on this and open up our career board. And Mr. Carvajal went ahead and organized it. So there's still room at the top. If you did not put in a career at the beginning of the school year, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there's place for you to add yours. So look around and find, oh, I want to be a NICU nurse. I want to be a construction manager. I want to be an aquatic vet. I want to be a dermatologist. Is that still a career that's good for you? If yes, why? If not, why not? And then kind of talk about what you're doing to help get you closer to that career goal. If you didn't get to put one, just grab a sticky and add it. Please use the small ones. If you use these giant stickies, it just wastes a lot of room. And I know some people need to do it. If anybody is new to the class, you can also go into week 1 and you'll notice, well, the way it should be, I'll fix this right now. I didn't notice it. All the folders for the third 9 weeks are going to be orange. So I'll fix this in a minute. If you're new to the course, I don't think there's anybody new here. But you can, if you're new to the course, fill out the Warrior information sheet. If you started after the beginning of the semester, last semester, and didn't fill this out, you can fill it in now with your personal information, your parents' information, so I can contact you and know what I can help you with. Here's the syllabus that I gave at the beginning of the year. And if you didn't get to do it, 10 years from now, this is a great way to get you focused on what you want for the future. So you put on there, 10 years from now, most of us are 16 or 17, I'll be 26, 27 years old. Can you imagine yourself in your late 20s? What's your life going to be like? Well, you're much better trying to figure it out now than just going through the motions and getting there going, oh, I haven't done anything with my life. So what job or career do you want? Fill that in. Relationship status at 27, 26, do you want to be married with children? Do you want to be single? Do you want to have just a steady person in your life? What do you want? Living situation at 26, 27, you want to be living in your same old bedroom in your parents' house? You want to have your own house, apartment? Give details. How big of a house do you want? Well, depending on your career, right, you might be able to afford a whole lot. Maybe you'll have an apartment. Maybe you'll have your first starter home. Maybe you'll have a nice house. Transportation, 10 years from now, what kind of vehicle do you want to be driving? And then here's the big one. What is the theme for your future? What do you want your life to be about? What is the lesson, right? Your theme is the lesson about life, the message about life or human nature. Well, this future that you're creating for yourself, what is that teaching you about your life? If you've already done this, if you did 10 years from now at the beginning of the semester, you don't have to do it again. Keep that in mind. But if you want to do it, hey, it's really good to think these things through, because when you don't feel like working, that's the best time to remember, boy, this is dumb. I don't want to do this. I don't like this history class or science class or English class, but damn it, I want to be a veterinarian. So I'm going to do the work anyway. Damn it, I want to be a mechanic. So I'm going to do the work anyway. So if you haven't done this yet or you want to do it, go ahead. And we'll come back here at the end of the class and look over Monday's work. Just to be clear, come on, computer, you can do it. This is our first grade of the new 9 weeks. Wouldn't it feel great to have this done and get a good grade on this? Start off with a bang instead of a whimper. So because it's 2 questions, to get 100, you got to write at least 10 lines. 5 lines for the first question, 5 lines for the second question. So, or, it doesn't have to be exact as long as you write 10 lines total. I got a lot to say about this, Mr. Carvajal, so I'll probably write 8 lines on this one. Yeah, my career is good. I'm going to stick with it, or I want something different. I only need to write 2 lines about that one. So it doesn't have to be 5 and 5. As long as you answer both questions and you write 10 full lines or 10 or more lines, you will get 100. 8 lines, you will get a 90. 6 lines, an 80. 4 full lines, and I do mean full. Don't write me a line and a half and think you're going to get a 75. You're going to get a 70. And guess what? You can all get 100. You all want 100. You are smart, confident, and successful. So write me 10 lines. Mr. Carvalho, how do I write 10 lines? Well, the magic is in the details, right? Give me details about what you learned and why you learned it and how you learned it. Give me details about the career you want, maybe the career you changed your mind to and want now. Write those things down, and before you know it, you'll have 10 lines. It's easy. So we've got plenty of time to get this done, and plenty of time to get finished, get a good grade, and not start creating a pile of work that I have to make up one of these days. So hopefully I can pass and get a 70, right? Let's do the work now. And then I included this quote. I love this quote. George Bernard Shaw was a great philosopher, thinker of the early 20th century. And he wrote, "A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing." No kidding, right? So I think you can download that image if you want to keep it for yourself, of course. And that's all I got for today. I hope y'all had a great break. And if you didn't have a great break, I'm glad that you're back here anyway. And I want you to do the work now in every class. Make it that goal for yourself for today. Can't worry about tomorrow till tomorrow, right? But today I'm going to do the work in every class as soon as it's assigned and get it done. So next week, 2 weeks, at the end of the 9 weeks, I don't have to go, oh my God, I've got so much work to make up. Yeah, don't do that to yourself. Suffer now so you don't have to suffer so much later. Suffer now so you can be proud of yourself later. Suffer now so you can make this come true for yourself, right? And it's not going to just happen. You have to do the work. That's just the way life is. But anybody can make anything happen in this country if you're willing to work. So keep that in mind. All right. If there's any questions, of course, let me know. But let's get it done, and I'll go over the answers that we have before the end of class.